Section 1. Stop. Read this. Stop scrolling. Yes, you. The one who feels like life is moving too fast. The one who sometimes feels invisible in a crowd. The one who secretly believes there must be more to this life. This story is about you. Not the perfect version of you. Not the version the world claps for. But the real you. This is not just a story. This is a journey. And today, you're invited. Welcome to the Wordy Tales. Section 2. The boy who felt small in a quiet town surrounded by dusty roads and unfinished dreams lived a boy named Ion. Ion wasn't special. He wasn't the smartest in school. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the loudest. He was average. And sometimes, being average feels worse than being nothing. Every morning, he would wake up, go to school, return home, scroll endlessly on his phone, and sleep with the same question in his mind. Is this it? He watched others succeed. He watched others shine. He watched others become something. But he felt stuck. Section 3. The night everything changed one night. During a power outage, the whole town went dark. No lights, no noise, no distractions, just silence. Ion sat on the rooftop under the open sky. For the first time in months, he wasn't staring at a screen. He looked up. The sky was full of stars. And suddenly something inside him whispered, "You are not small. You are just unexplored." That sentence hit him like lightning. Unexplored. Not useless. Not talentless. Not unlucky. Just unexplored. Section 4. The old storyteller. The next evening, Ion met an old man in the market. The man was sitting beside a small bookstall. His white beard moved gently with the wind. His eyes were calm, but powerful. "Do you read?" the old man asked. "Sometimes," Ion replied. "Then you're not living fully yet." The old man smiled. He handed Ion a small notebook. On the first page, it said, "Every life is a story, but not everyone becomes the author." Ion felt something shift inside him. "What is this?" he asked. The old man replied, "This is your beginning. Join the journey." Section 5. The first page. That night, Ion opened the notebook. Blank pages. Empty. Silent. He didn't know what to write. So he wrote the truth. "I feel lost." It wasn't beautiful. It wasn't poetic. But it was real. And that was enough. Section 6. The discovery. Every day, Ion wrote something. His fears. His anger. His dreams. His failures. Slowly, he started noticing something. His thoughts were not his enemies. They were messages. The more he wrote, the more he understood himself. The more he understood himself, the stronger he became. Section 7. Words became power. One day, Ion decided to share one small story online. He was nervous. What if no one likes it? What if they laugh? What if I fail? But he posted it anyway. That story was simple. It was about feeling invisible. And something unexpected happened. People related. Comments started coming. "I feel this too. Are you writing about my life? Thank you for saying what I couldn't." Ion realized something powerful. His weakness was his connection. His pain was someone else's comfort. Section 8. The birth of Wordy Tales. Ion created a small page. He named it The Wordy Tales because he believed words are not just letters. They are bridges. Bridges between strangers. Bridges between pain and healing. Bridges between confusion and clarity. He didn't aim for fame. He aimed for meaning. And meaning found him. Section 9. The struggle. But let's be honest. Growth is never smooth. There were days when no one watched. Days when no one commented. Days when he doubted everything. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I should quit. The world doesn't test you when you're weak. It tests you when you're growing. And Ion was growing. Section 10. The turning point. One evening, he received a message. It was from a stranger. The message said, "I was going to give up today, but your story stopped me." Ion stared at the screen. Tears filled his eyes. For the first time, he understood. This is bigger than me. This is not about views. This is not about numbers. This is about impact. Section 11. Join the journey. The Wordy Tales wasn't just his anymore. It became a movement. A place where people shared their failures, their lessons, their growth, their silent battles. It became a safe space. And the message was simple. You are not alone. Section 12. The message to you. Now pause. Let me ask you something. How many dreams have you buried? How many stories have you hidden? How many times have you told yourself, "I'm not enough"? You are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are just unexplored. Section 13. The real journey, joining the Wordy Tales, doesn't mean just watching videos. It means facing your fears, writing your truth, speaking your story, choosing growth over comfort. It means becoming the author of your life. Because if you don't write your story, someone else will. Section 14. The transformation. Years later, Ayan stood on a stage. Not as a celebrity, not as a superstar, but as someone who chose to begin. He looked at the audience and said, "I wasn't talented. I was consistent." That's the secret no one talks about. Consistency beats talent. Action beats fear. Starting beats waiting. Section 15. Your invitation. This is not the end. This is your invitation. Join the journey. Join the Wordy Tales. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Because somewhere in the world, someone needs to hear your story. And maybe that someone is you. Part 2. When the world tests your story. Section 1. Success is not safe. Success feels good. But success is dangerous. Because the moment people start watching you, the pressure begins. Ayan thought things would get easier after the Wordy Tales started growing. He was wrong. More views meant more opinions. More followers meant more expectations. More attention meant more criticism. And not everyone was kind. Section 2. The comments that hurt. At first, the comments were supportive. "You inspire me. Keep going. You changed my mindset." But then came the others. Cringe. Fake motivation. Who do you think you are? You're not special. One comment hit harder than the rest. You're just pretending to be deep. That night, Ayan didn't write. He just stared at the ceiling. Doubt is louder than applause. Section 3. The silent battle. The worst battles are silent. He smiled in his videos. He spoke confidently. He motivated others. But inside, he questioned himself. Am I pretending? Am I really helping anyone? What if they're right? The more he grew, the more his mind attacked him. Because growth invites fear. Section 4. The old man returns. One evening, Ayan went back to the market. The old bookstall was still there. And so was the old storyteller. "You look tired," the old man said. Ayan didn't pretend this time. "I'm scared," he admitted. "Of failing?" the old man asked. "No, of not being enough." The old man smiled gently. "Then good." Ayan looked confused. "Why good?" "Because people who are fake never fear that." Section 5. The truth about doubt. The old man said something that changed everything. Doubt doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't question yourself. If you didn't care, criticism wouldn't hurt. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. Doubt is not your enemy. Comfort is. Section 6. The break. Despite the advice, pressure kept building. 1 week. Ayan didn't upload anything. No stories. No posts. No messages. Silence. He told himself he needed a break. But deep down he was hiding. What if the next story isn't good enough? What if the audience leaves? What if the magic is gone? Fear doesn't scream. It whispers. And that whisper almost stopped him. Section 7. The message that shook him. During that break, he received another message. But this one was different. "Where are you? Your stories are part of my morning routine. Please don't disappear." Ayan realized something powerful. It wasn't about perfection. It was about presence. People don't need perfect stories. They need honest ones. Section 8. The realization. He opened his notebook again. But this time, he didn't try to sound wise. He wrote, "I am scared of losing everything." That became his next video. No background music. No dramatic editing. Just truth. And something unexpected happened. It became his most watched story. Because vulnerability is strength. Section 9. The growth. Pain. With growth came responsibility. People started sharing deeper struggles. Depression. Failure. Broken families. Lost dreams. Ayan felt heavy. How can I help everyone? The old storyteller's words echoed. You are not here to fix people. You are here to remind them of their own strength. That changed his perspective. He wasn't a savior. He was a storyteller. And stories don't solve problems. They spark courage. Section 10. The expansion. The Wordy Tales evolved. It wasn't just Ayan's voice anymore. He invited others to share. Anonymous stories. Voice messages. Real confessions. The community grew. Not because it was perfect, but because it was real. And real is rare. Section 11. The dark night. Every journey has a dark night. For Ayan, it came unexpectedly. A close friend mocked him publicly. All this motivation stuff? It's just content. Nothing real. That hurt more than any stranger's comment. Because betrayal hits deeper than hate. Ion almost deleted everything that night. He hovered over the delete account button. One click, and it would all disappear. Section 12. The choice he remembered the first night under the stars. You are not small. You are unexplored. He asked himself, if I quit now, what story am I writing? And the answer was clear. A story of fear. So he chose differently. He closed the app, and instead of deleting, he created. Section 13. The video that changed everything. The next day, he uploaded a video titled, Before You Quit, Watch This. In it, he didn't act strong. He shared everything. The doubt, the hate, the almost deleted account. He said, if you're building something meaningful, you will be misunderstood. That video didn't just go viral. It created connection. People shared their own, almost quit stories. The community became stronger than ever. Section 14.